Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Come on, man, let's go. Let me get this added for y'all, man. Like I said, Perspektive with Bank. I told y'all, I promised y'all we was going to do more content on him because I like his interview style, and I like that he allows the people that he interviewing to have the floor, and he kind of just gives them more to expound on. So great interview style. So we're going to continue to do reactions on his content. Make sure y'all tap in with Perspektive with Bank. Let's go.
That tough. Depending on how you was raised, you can be.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't raised like y'all, brother.
Let me ask you something though, Charleston. So do you think that's what make you like got this against gangs now? Because you feel like you was chasing some shit that was make-believe?
This what I know. This what made me go after it. Because the culture tricked me. The gangs didn't. The culture, black culture did. Nigga, before black culture, before gang came, we were dancing. Nigga, we were doing the kid and play. Nigga, we going to house party, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga,
All right, now look, check it out. I understand where Charleston coming from. I got to point it out, though. Even at house party, there was gang culture. It's just a fact. Even at house party, there was gang culture. Now, I know what he's speaking to. He's speaking to the shift in the percentages, right? You had a super, super small minority of people operating in the gang culture and that type of activity to where it became glamorized, popularized to the point where it's almost cool, to the point where if you grew up in the suburbs in a nice household, you still trying to find a way to jump off the porch, even though you got balconies and shit. So I feel where he coming from, but I do just have to point out there was gang culture in house party while dudes was simultaneously doing the kid and play. Let's go though.
we were doing, but nigga, we weren't biking short.
Yeah.
Remember that era of biking short?
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah. Hammer pants and
Come
shit.
on, man.
Yeah.
Them shoes with the gold tips, them Giorgio routine. Come on, man. We just left this.
Yeah.
Now, 2 summers later, we want Dickies and Chucks. The culture shaped this. So when I grew up, I say, man, they tricked me. As I began to develop mentally as a young male into a man, and then became a father, and I began to reflect on my life, the type of home I came from, nigga, I supposed to go to law school. Nigga, I was getting saving bonds in the 80s, nigga, in the 4th and 5th and 6th grade. Nigga don't even know what saving bonds is. Nigga, I had a piggy bank. I got a weekly allowance. I got a piggy. Nigga wasn't comprehending that kind of talk. So, nigga, when I look back on my life, had I listened to my mama, had I done, nigga, I supposed to be a lawyer in law school with all these niggas that's running these companies, that's living the square life, who we was thinking was wrong but was right. So I realized the culture tricked me. So here come now, I'm grown with kids. I started noticing, nigga, the culture tricking this group too.
Yeah, I feel them. Yeah, and oftentimes that's the issue too, is like, you know, for parents, you definitely want to be your children's greatest influence, because if not, the way things are set up now with technology, media, how fast everything is, how short everything is, clips, reels, streams, shorts, you know, everything is quick, it's dosages, it's dopamine hits, it's a lot of that going on. And then there's certain things that are not healthy for us as a society to be practicing in a by and large capacity. These things are being glamorized and pushed to us that it is okay to behave this way. All behaviors have always existed. There's this thing called duality. There's always going to be an opposite, right? So just for a good person, there'll be bad people as well. The existence of them and the amount of them don't have to be even, though. It doesn't have to be 50-50 good people to bad people. But if the culture in the media and the agenda is to shift the masses in a certain direction, history tells us that they will successfully shift the masses in a direction. Most people are sheep. Charleston White is one of the individuals that's blessed to be able to see things for what they are. In the words of Dick Gregory, once you put the glasses on, not everybody gets to put on the glasses, but once you put on the glasses, you can't take them off, right? Like, he sees things for what it really is, which is why his hindsight is better than 2020. you know, people who see things for what they are, they're really able to fully take lessons from everything that they go through. And so a lot of times, Charleston White, if you'll notice, as he's giving his honest opinion and his rhetoric, he'll normally reach to his own experiences, already lived experiences, to give you an example that drives home the point that he's making, to let you know that what I'm talking about is not an idea. I lived this, or I seen this, or you know what I'm talking about because you know somebody who been through this example I'm giving you. And the person that he talking to always has to say, yeah, you know what I mean? So let's go.
From working with kids. That's where my shit come from. Man, they go trick another group of kids with this bullshit. They tricked me into thinking the gangster shit was the way because gangsterism was promoted through hip hop. They started showing Eazy-E and NWA behind prison bars. Express yourself. That's where it starts at. Then they start showing the chalk outlines in the Tupac video with the gun. Then later on in life, they showing the kids the bodies. They was indoctrinating us. So nigga, we indoctrinated our kids. Most gangster niggas got a son or two that's trying to play gangster in their shoes.
Come on, man. Let me know when he start to line, though. Let me know when he start to line. And yeah, it's very easy to say that these decisions are individual decisions, but we do understand that influence is a real thing. We do understand that marketing and companies put millions and millions and billions of dollars into marketing. What y'all think they doing that because it don't work? Influence, manipulation, seduction, all of these things are very real. When you start to understand psychology, that's when you start being able to fend these things off. But there's been times where you didn't even know you had a craving for a certain drink or a certain food, and you didn't even really know why you wanted it real bad, but it had been marketed to you. They triggered something in your brain. You see what I'm saying? And the powers that be know how to do it. The people who are rich, wealthy, and at the top of the food chain, they know how to do it the best. You could sell anything if you know how to market, if you know how to manipulate, if you know how to seduce, if you know how to pitch, if you know how to position, if you know how the mind works. I'm trying to tell you. So what he's saying is not untrue. You know what I mean? Like I said, the majority of people are sheep, and there are many different types of shepherds. You have the people that the masses should be listening to, which is never who they're listening to. And then you have massa. I'm going to leave that right there. Let's go.
But once they grew up, the other kids ain't got nothing to do with the gangster shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, nigga, we got to attack this culture because Confucius once said, he who controls images controls minds. They're controlling us through hip hop imagery. Gangster killing, dying. Niggas in jail. So when I look back on us, they showed us Superfly, the Mac, Penitentiary 1, Penitentiary 2, Colors, Boys in the Hood. Nigga, we started adapting to all this that we had seen by way of the culture. So now the whole culture, the whole black culture is street, and we saying our kids supposed to follow the street codes too, even if they taught or not.
Damn.
Half these niggas ain't standing on the code, so how you expect the baby to?
Over half.
Not only that, you telling the kid to go against his mama. If my mama say, tell me who done, we go, you saying, man, you supposed not go against your mama? Man, what we teaching our baby?
Teaching destruction. Teaching destruction. I'm going to leave it right there because I think they switched the subject after that. But yeah, man, Charleston White is right. He's the fact that he's willing to admit he was tricked by the culture. A lot of people won't admit that they're being manipulated. A lot of people won't admit that they're a part of the flock. You know, folks be out here following trends and will swear to you that they're an individual, knowing they following a trend. Dude's pants got back baggy, y'all pants got baggy. Come on, man. Don't tell me it's just because you like it, because if it's just because you like it, your shit would have been baggy when everybody was form-fitted. Me personally, I'm still going to wear slim taper. I didn't get in shape for no reason. I didn't get in shape to wear pants that's 2 sizes too big. I used to have to wear a 44. Now I'm going to go buy a 44 just so it could be loose around the ankles. Y'all crazy as hell. Miss me with it. I'm slim taper. I'm slim taper. I want you to see it's lean under here. Yeah, that's what's going on. Discipline. Yep. Want my clothes to fit on me. Not tight. Not tight. Just fit it. Yep. And I know the difference, you know. I seen people get muscles and they body go up to an extra large and they start buying mediums. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm talking about. But yeah, man. Back to what Charleston White was saying though, man. Nah, man, the culture will trick you, the culture will sway you. And the fact that he made a lot of mistakes that he had to recover from in a major way due to being under the spell. You know what I mean? Due to being a member of the sheeple. You know, and it's a lot of people that's having to do the same thing, try to crawl out from mistakes that they made, big time mistakes too, you know, that they made following and being shepherded by the wrong shepherd. You know what I mean? Following the flock, being a member of the masses, you know. So, I mean, we all got decisions to make. You got some people that are willfully ignorant. You got some people that like being members of the flock. They like it. They don't, you know. They like it. Tell me which way to go. I'm going to just go like that. You said what? You said go to school, go to college, go get a job for the man, pay high-ass taxes, pay high-ass student loans off. You said that was the way we supposed to do it. All right, I'm going to just follow that exactly what you told me. I ain't going to try to reinvent the wheel. I ain't trying to hear from nobody who telling me how to reinvent the wheel. None of that. Some people, they be locked in. Full-blown happy sheep. You know? Them the people that getting their job and take their job too serious. Company woman, company man ass people. That's them. Them the ones that got the job at the ones that fall in line like that. The happy sheep. Them the ones that when you had your first little job my first job was at my first tax paying job was at a movie theater. You know what I mean? And I remember having a freaking team lead, which make the same money I make. A team lead my age that was up in there taking everything way too serious. Regulating how long you holding the button on the butter machine for the popcorn, regulating how much cheese you get. Because if my homie comes to the concession stand and he asks me for the nachos, I'm not charging him for extra cheese. I'm finna lather them chips up and give him jalapenos too for just the regular price of nachos. What the team leader go tell so fast? Why you snitching, folks? We both 15 years old and here on a work permit and you in here doing way too much. What you doing? Oh, I want to be supervisor one day. What you think? What is this? So your mission in life is to run show place 12? Like that's your mission in life? But it do be. That's why you see, you look at them and then you look at the current manager and you be like, damn, that's you in the future. Oh, bro. Oh. So some people fall right in line, man. But for the people like Charleston who got the glasses on, you can't take them off. You know what I mean? He see it for what it really is, and he's speaking out about it like he should, because the more, you know, you ain't going to be able to save everybody. It's just in design. Human history don't show us that that's how it is. But by design, you got to try to reach out to the few that you could touch. You know what I'm saying? No puffy. So, but that's the reaction for the day, man. That's the reaction for the day. Shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Perspektive with Bank. One more time.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.